So we know that the recent news is about the Israel-Hamas conflict. We have been seeing lots of news about Israel-Hamas conflict in our newspapers. Okay, so this have relevance in our prelims as well as mains perspective. So that's why we took the news for today's analysis. Okay, so the recent news, it's mainly because the Israel Prime Minister have declared a state of war after Hamas militants infiltrated the Israel territory. How it happened? Okay, so that is the attackers. That is, there was a gunman of the militant group from Hamas who have been who attacked the Israeli troops, okay, and taken many civilians hostage. So this was the base of the conflict right now, and this has caused a state of emergency in the country. So this is the reason, that is Hamas has referred to the attack as a response to the military raids of Israel in the West Bank and violence at Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. So Palestine, Israel and West Bank. These are the important points we have to focus for our UPSC perspective. Okay. So here more than 5,000 rockets were launched and lots of casualties are there. And Hamas controlled Gaza Strip is in the news. Okay. So here it is the Operation Iron Swords. Israel Defense Forces, that is IDF, have launched Operation Iron Swords. So we have to remember this time. Okay. So why? In retaliation for an unprecedented and surprise attack by Hamas. Okay. So this is about the conflicts between Israel and Hamas. So this is a picture of the Gaza Strip. This is 1947 United Nations partition plan, and it's about the Arab armies invade, and this is about the Israel Arab army counterattacks. Okay, so this is relevant for our UPSC perspective. This is the Gaza Strip. So what will happen to our world, okay, because of these conflicts or because of this war? There is certain issues are there. First one is about the global shipping. So we know that if there is a conflict or a war, there will be increase in the insurance premium. So what will happen? It will lead to a rise in global shipping charges. This is because of the instability in West Asia. And about the oil prices. So it will trigger the global oil crisis in the Middle East. Supply chain will be affected due to the instability. We already know that Middle East is the most important supplier for the global oil crisis or global oil. So what will happen because of this conflict? There is a instability in the Middle East supply of the oil chain. So this could escalate the cost of crude oil. And second one is about the regional instability. So we know that Russia, US and Iran, these three countries are the current trends of global players. So what will happen? This conflict will escalate issues of war between Russia, US and Iran, unwillingly or willingly. Okay. So the next one is about global economy. So here, which is already in a state of recession. Okay. So due to the Ukraine conflict, we are facing a recession in our global level. Okay. So it will further deteriorate the situations. And next one is about the global bipolarity. So here the world is increasingly moving towards the bipolarity, with the two poles being the Western world and the Russia-China axis. So this will push the countries to both aside. Okay, so this is about the new global bipolarity. And about the Israel-Arab world relations. Here the Israel's relation with the Arab world, which was moving towards normalization. Okay, so it could witness a reversal as an effect of these events. So this is important for our global economic as well as the sustainable development level. So the next one is about the delay in two-state solutions. Means the two-state solution, it have been pending for many years. So what will happen if the conflict is still continuing? It will leads to the further delay in the solutions, and it will affects the livelihoods of the Palestinian civilians. Okay. And next one is about the nuclear conflicts, because Iran as well as Israel both are armed with the nuclear weapons. So what will happen? There is a chance for nuclear war. Once after the nuclear war, it will be the end of our humanity. So that is the main issue here. And about the air traffic. So it will affect the global air traffic and further it will deteriorate the situations. So these are the impacts of the conflicts on the world. So we have to know our perspective too. That is impact on India. So it will affect our exports, diplomatic stance, and the Indian citizens and diaspora, and defense imports, ties with Middle East, and also the shipping routes. So how it will affect the exports? So we have to bear additional insurance costs. We already know that if insurance costs rise, then it will lead to the high prices of our exports or imports. Okay, so this is one of the issue. So this will harm our competitiveness of India's goods. Okay, and next one is about the diplomatic stance. So we are in favor of two-state solution. So what will happen if the issue is continually going on? There will be delay in the two-state solution. So it will also affect our diplomatic chances. Okay. So Indian citizens and diaspora. So Indian citizens stranded in Israel. Israel will need to be evacuated as soon as possible to prevent the loss of lives. And the lives of Indian diaspora living in these countries could also be affected. So we have to take the rescue measures also. And next one is about the defense imports. So Israel, it's one of our India's largest source of defense equipment. So what will happen? This conflict, if they are continuing this conflict, it delays our own defense consignments. This is a serious concern because China is building lots of things along the Himalayan border. So we need our defense equipments. And next one is about the ties with Middle East. So here India's relation with the Middle Eastern countries are at an all-time high. So the conflict could hamper India's planned projects like the Indian Middle East Europe Mega Economic Corridor. Okay. So the last one is about the shipping routes. So it's a state of conflict in the region. It could affect shipping along the Suez Canal. So this will affect the India's trade with Europe also. So these are the important points. This is relevant in our UPSC mains perspective. So we have some potential stand for this issue. So first one is our Prime Minister has condemned the attack on Israel terrorist by Hamas. So he has expressed some solidarity with the citizens. Okay, this is because they were targeted the civilians. So if we are targeting the civilians, it is like a terrorist attack. So India is against the terrorist attack. Okay, so here India is just being a victim of terrorism. Okay, so it's a compulsion to denounce any such incidents across the world. So in the absence of denouncement, it will send a strong message to the rest of the world when it comes to its stand on terrorism. So we have to stand against this because we can't abuse the civilians. And next one is about the long-term position. So here, when coming to the Israel-Palestine issue, India has always been in favor of the peaceful solution. So it will respect the rights of both the parties. Simply we are focusing on the citizens. So final outcome will be that in continuation of its policy, India is likely to call for a peaceful end of the conflict and it will push for talks between the two varying parties. So here we can take the way forward. So first one is about the one-state solutions. Earlier we have discussed about two-state solution. Okay. So one-state solution means here it aims to form a state between the river Jordan and the Mediterranean. A single state will be formed by including Israel, West Bank and Gaza Strip. So it will be good. And this two-state solution. Two countries will be created in the form of Israel and Palestine and it will host a Jewish population while Palestine will be for Arab Muslims. So by this manner we can reduce the conflicts. And the implementation of Oslo Accords. So Oslo Accord, we already know that it is an ongoing American mediated effort to broker a peace treaty between Israel and Palestine. So these are the important points. So in this is we have taken from our previous year question, that is from 2023. Here there was a similar type of question, because the Ukraine, we already know that the Ukraine conflicts between Russia and Ukraine. So how many of the above mentioned countries share a land border with Ukraine? So this was the question asked from UPSC. So just similarly we have to this manner. Israel is bordered by Lebanon to the north, Syria and Jordan to the east, and Egypt to the south. This is Israel, and here Gaza, it's West Bank. So we have to focus on Lebanon, Jordan, Egypt. Okay. So this is West Bank. Here it's Israel, Jordan, Gaza, and Jerusalem in West Bank. So about the Gaza Strip. Here the Mediterranean Sea, it is to the west, and Egypt is to the south, and Israel is to the north and east. North and east. And West Bank bordered by Jordan to the east and Israel to the north, south and west. Here you can see that this is West Bank. This is bordered by Jordan to the east and Israel to the north and south as well as west. Okay, so this is the important map studies. I hope you all got understood. If you want personal mentorship, please contact us and join our Telegram and WhatsApp channels for the further UPSC materials. Thank you.